right, and I'll swing it over to 2K, man. How you see it playing out?
Man, the same way as the rest of the panel, man. I don't even need to hear Bernard's prediction because he's going to say the same shit. I mean, if you know anything about Anthony Crolla, you know exactly what Bo said is 100% correct. I'll never forget the fight. I always talk about this, man. We talk about this fight against Derry Matthews in 2012. From that fight on up, he has improved slightly, but not enough to take on a guy like Jorge Linares. He was winning that Derry Matthews fight the whole time and then ended up getting knocked out in his hometown just because he doesn't have the defensive fundamentals to defend himself the proper way. And a guy with Jorge Linares' boxing ability, man, this should be an easy fight for Linares. Anthony Crolla, I've been saying for a while now that he is the weakest champion, and Linares sees meat, bro. He's about to eat.
What's good, YouTube? We back in the fucking building. 2K to God here, my man Sess. Welcome to the Gods of Boxing Talk. Now for this segment, I want to go ahead and let my man Sess break down a fight that happened in our neck of the woods this past weekend at like 1 p.m. You know what I'm saying? It was WBA World Title fight at 135 between Mr. Jorge Linares versus Anthony Crolla. Now these two also fought for the lineal championship of the 135-pound division as well. Now, of course, Jorge Linares defeats Anthony Crolla on one judge's scorecard, 117-111, and then the other two, 115-113. Now, I'm going to let my man Sess take over the breakdown. Right. Then at the end, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a brief landscape of the 135-pound division. It's heating up. My man Sess, let us know, man. How'd you break down the fight, B?
All right. First off, man, it was a very, very, very good fight. I liked the action in the fight. Once it was done, I kind of went back to see what the feelings were. Some cats liked it, some cats didn't. There were mixed feelings, right. But I thought that both guys put a great show on. Anthony Crolla was very, very, very determined. Yeah. He didn't give up. He was very determined, stuck to his game plan, but at the end of the day, it really all broke down to two different levels. It was two different levels in this fight. I think Jorge Linares, man, he just showed that he was on another level. His hand speed, his foot movement, a lot of the things that he was doing, I don't think Anthony Crolla was really used to guys being able to do that to him. And one of the things a strategy that I've seen Crolla trying to employ was the high guard, jab, keep the hands up, go to the body when he could. And though he did that very good, honestly, I could see him doing it when Linares kind of let him do it. Whenever Linares wanted to just really get off and show that hand speed and use his combinations, he was able to do it at will. Mm-hmm. Both guys went to the body very nicely, but like I said, at the end of the day, Linares, I could see him setting a couple traps that Crolla would fall into. I believe this was somewhere in the 8th or 9th round where Linares pretty much set Crolla up for a right hand, and he rocked him and hurt him with it, but Crolla was saved by the bell, and I do believe Linares kind of punched himself out a little bit.
Absolutely.
Because going into those championship rounds, I seen Linares kind of slow down, and Crolla start kind of having his way. And I was like, okay, come on, Anthony, come on, keep doing what you're doing, mm-hmm. and try to keep Linares on the ropes. Yeah. That's the one thing about a guy that has that type of hand speed. If you let him do what he does in the middle of the ring, he'll beat the shit out of you the whole night. There's no way you can see his hands, But if you keep sustained pressure on him and you pit him up against the ropes and you beat on him and go to his body and just hit him everywhere, you'll definitely start to see the tide change. But with Jorge Linares, man, like I said, he's one of those type of guys. He'll hit you with probably 5 to 6 punches, and then he'll move.
Yep.
You know? So, and that's what he was doing. Whenever Crolla was finished punching, you could kind of see Linares just boom, 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 and then spin him, and then get out the way. You know, bring him back to the middle of the ring, and then he'd do it again. Boom, 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 go to the body and just rip body shots.
Yep.
You know? So to me, the 117, 111, it doesn't tell the whole story of the fight.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that Crolla was that far out of the fight.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, just in terms of sheer control and a guy being able to do what he wanted to do when he kind of wanted to do it, it was Jorge Linares the whole fight, man. He looked very, very, very good in the early rounds. Like I said, I did give some of the later rounds to Crolla, but it was just a different level of speed. I do believe Crolla was able to land some pretty good shots, though. He did land some shots that I think bothered Linares, and I believe Linares had a cut in his fight as well. I can't really remember, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe Linares had a cut because at some point I was worried about him thinking too much about the cut. But
well, his skin does tear easily, Linares. So
he does have he has back scar tissue. But at the end of the day, this was a very good fight. YouTube, I'm sure it's on YouTube. They probably got it in HD, so you guys can really see what's going on in there. But I really like this fight. I thought both guys did an excellent job. My hat's off to Anthony Crolla because he was confident the entire fight. Even when he got hurt, he never pretty much just thought, oh, shit, here we go.
Word.
You know, he was giving it his all. He was trying. I just think Linares was the better fighter. And he clearly showed that. So hats off to both guys.
Yeah. You know, this was a fight. Of course, we didn't officially do a prediction video for this fight on the Gods of Boxing Talk, but just so you cats don't think I'm lying about nothing, we did talk about this on the Movement Boxing Podcast a couple of episodes, and I clearly said on multiple episodes of that, I'll put a link to the channel where we keep our podcast. I clearly said on multiple episodes that there's levels to this shit. Okay.
Yep.
Jorge Linares' level is, I mean, it's literally, bro, we're talking the next level that Crolla wants to be at. Now, mind you, Crolla was the WBA champion, I believe, on the pound-for-pound list, or at least he was rated number 5. I don't like to say the pound-for-pound list, even though it's on, they call it that.
Yeah.
But I know he was rated the number 5 135-pounder. But nevertheless, he still was the weakest champion of the division in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it was, to me, it was easy pickings for Jorge Linares given his talent level. And again, I mention this every time motherfuckers would ask me about this fight, man. I said I can never forget what I seen in 2012 between Anthony Crolla and Derry Matthews. Crolla was beating the shit out this boy in his hometown, and he folded. And Derry Matthews landed one shot, that's all he needed. And knocked Crolla clean, smooth the fuck out. That right there told me that Crolla's ability to adapt is not there.
Yep.
Okay? Then he has heart. He has heart. I'm not questioning his heart, but I did question his durability at that point in time. Now, he has turned over a new leaf since 2012 to where his durability is no longer in question. I mean, this motherfucker's in there. He could take some shots. I mean, a perfect example was his last fight against, I think the dude's name was Barrosa, Ismael Barrosa. Barrosa was teeing off on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of doing the same type of shit that Linares is doing, minus the speed. You know what I'm saying? He comes in, make sure he's at mid-range distance, spin, you know, back up a little bit, and you just see Crolla just moving like this, being patient, very patient, right?
Yep.
Very patient. And then Barbosa ends up punching himself out. He ends up gassing towards the end of the fight, and then that's how Crolla ends up knocking him out in the 7th round. I told Cats, I said, that is not Jorge Linares.
Nope.
I said, if Corolla's going to bank, because, mind you, Barbosa was winning the fight. Fuck what anybody says. Barbosa was winning that fight. Or Barbosa. I said, if he's banking on Linares gassing out late, he will lose every single fucking round.
Yep.
Okay, he's got to bring the fight to Jorge Linares from round 1. Okay, and he seemed to not really do much of the strategy that he had against Barbosa. Maybe he understood what we were saying about Jorge Linares, so he actually brought the fight more. And then, like Seth said, he did look better later on in the fight. But I mean, like I said, there's just levels to this. Another fight that it was easy for me to call. I remember the people asked me. They said, "Who do you think wins the fight?" Before they even finished their sentence, I said, "Jorge Linares." Easy. He's about to call. You know what I'm saying? He's about to call. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I take my hat off to Anthony Crolla. He did turn over a new leaf. I did not think he would ever be world champion, but in today's day and age, honestly, anybody could be world champion. Yeah. But I'll still give him his credit for actually attaining a feat in a very stacked 135-pound division. But it was evident, man, from the get-go that if he fought any of the top contenders, he was going to lose that crown, B.
Yeah.
So, hats off to Jorge Linares, the new lineal champion at 135. Now, the breakdown of the actual division. My favorite fighter at 135 right now is Rances Barthélemy. Now, he's going to 140. He's already said he's going to 140. I hope to God he changes his fucking mind, dude. I want to see him against Jorge Linares. I want to see him against Dewan Zlaticanin. I want to see him against Robert Easter. I want to see him against Richard Kami. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Terry Flanagan in there. You know, all of these cats, B. I want to see all. Don't forget, we still got Sharif Boguer at 135. Okay, another fast-handed fighter. We still got the cat that gave Rances Barthélemy trouble, and Dennis Shafikov. He just recently knocked out a very, very promising prospect, and Jamel Herring. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like we got Felix Verdejo. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of cats at 135, man. Jorge Linares is the king right now. Yep. But I don't know, bro. There's a lot of motherfuckers there that could take that crown from him, dog, in a heartbeat. Kind of like how I felt about Anthony Crolla. I'm starting to kind of feel that way about Jorge when we look at the other cats in the division, man. What you think about that, man?
Man, you know what? I agree 100%. Some of those names that you ran up definitely makes me feel like Linares' stock in terms of how he matches up against these guys just kind of drops. Yeah. You know, if I think about him in the ring with a guy like Robert Easter Jr., that's tall, long, fast hands, good jab. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. And he can crack. And when I think about him in the ring with a guy like Richard Kami, who never stops coming. Yep. He's very determined, very durable guy. We seen him take some shit when he was in the ring with Robert Easter Jr. Yep. You know, very durable, and he's got a lot of punching power as well. He has a very, very, very good right hand. Yep. I don't know. I mean, I definitely agree with you, 2K, but a lot of those Jorge Linares fans might be mad, man. I'm going to put it like this. Do like my man Tyson did when he won the WBC heavyweight strap. Take it everywhere with you. You know, wear it. I mean, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Showcase it, show it off. Because a lot of them cats you name would take that belt from them just like that, man.
Give me that, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take that up off you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Real talk, man. But it's definitely a division that I would like to see a lot of the fights in, man. And I just hope they get those fights made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, YouTube, let us know what you think. Come on the channel, break down the fight, man. Let us know what you think about the 135-pound division. That's one thing I'm missing from my subscribers, man. We got one dude that comes in, man. I'm going to shout him out because he's been there from the beginning, man. My man, V-Town Boxing Fan. He always comes on, man, and has some insightful shit to say, man. You know, big ups to my man, V-Town Boxing Fan. But, yeah, the rest of y'all, man, y'all come on, break the fight down, you know. Let us know what you think, man. Do what you do in the comment section. Be real. This is real talk for real fans. 1.